Welcome back to Watch Daily. My name is Elvin. It's been a while, and I'm here to talk about another topic that I'm sure is close to everybody's minds. As you can see, I bought a Royal Oak quite recently. So the topic that we are going to touch on today is now the best time to buy your dream Rolex, Patek Philippe, Audemars Piguet? I think it's not a straightforward answer. It's not by any means, but we'll try to dissect why it is or isn't. As we all know, prices have fallen off a cliff since probably the peak of 2002. Okay, here are some of the reasons why. I work in a financial services role, so I do look at markets, and I can just tell you, for those of you who don't pay quite close attention to the markets, maybe I can give a few reasons why, and then you can decide for yourself if it is indeed the best time to buy. So, emerging from COVID, the Chinese economy in China, apart from other policies by their president, has really made the economy quite slow. And I think it is in its worst state the past 30-something odd years. So buying demand remains very weak in China relative to, let's say, 5 years ago. I think globally, there's a higher cost of living, given high inflation globally, and a great level of economic uncertainty continues to plague the luxury industry, especially in watches. I think you can also see that, if you pay attention in your not your tier 1 type cities, but your cities that are reasonably well to do but not your mainstream cities, certain sports models in Rolex have started becoming available at the Rolex ADs. Also, with grey market prices coming off some 40% in some very drastic cases, I think easily across the board prices have fallen quite a fair bit. At least 25-30% easily, some maybe even 40-50%. The reason why I bought my Royal Oak was because relative to the high prices we saw in early 22, prices have easily fallen close to 40% since, and that was roughly my purchase price. And let's just say if I'm buying, it means that it might be a decent time to buy, given that I pay attention to the space quite closely. But for those of you who don't really care, don't really pay attention, to answer the question, is it really the best time to buy your hot hype model Rolexes, APs, Pateks, etc.? Truth be told, I don't know for sure, but what can I say? What are the facts? Prices have stayed relatively stable, albeit a little bit lower recently in the last 6 months. So stability tends to mean that perhaps we have seen some kind of bottom. So does that ultimately mean that it won't fall further, or will it, go up from here? To be honest, I don't know. It's sort of a crystal ball type question. I think if it has stayed fairly stable recently, this goes to show that buying demand has supported it recently, and I think overall the economy, perhaps we have priced in most of the uncertainty, and maybe it's also good to know that we perhaps might have seen the worst in the economy recently, but to be honest, we won't know for sure. I think the major takeaway here is that if you see something you like for a long time, and the prices that you're buying, that you are allowed to buy today, is an acceptable price, then by all means, buy the watch. I think watches, when people talk about bottoming out prices, all that, usually there's an investment component to it. That's fair, although I fundamentally disagree with that notion. I think if the prices make sense for you, and it's something that you can afford, it's something that won't hurt you in the long run, I think buy responsibly, and buy within your means. I think this is just the key message. So I think it's a decent time to buy, but I can't rule out that prices will drop another 10%. I can't rule out. But generally speaking, looking at the past about 2 to 3 years, I think it's a pretty decent time to buy. And hopefully this allows you to buy with a bit more ease, of mind. So thank you all for watching. This is Watch Juddy and Alvin, coming back after a long while. So just wanted to say thank you all for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Comment below on what your dream Rolex is and what you've been looking to buy for a few months now. And tell me, do you think it's a good time to buy? Let me know. Thank you all for watching. Don't forget to keep watching Juddy, guys. Cheers. I've been signing out.